2000 and 2000 titles. Want to give thanks to all of the angels of creation. Want to give all thanks to all the archangels, angels, the ancestors. Want to say thank you for another day of seeing the sun. Want to give thanks to all of you, owner of the Great Mother, and say to her, we appreciate you, and also thanks for guidance, protection. Let everybody learn something for the videos I will show and the things I have to say. Also, want to ask for protection from those that claim to be woke, that claim to be spiritual, and claim to be a part of your children who are actually wolves in sheep's clothing. Protect us from them. Protect us throughout this whole journey called life as us being spiritual beings living human experience. Ashe. Okay. So today, this Saturday, I found some videos as confirmation. Have I played them yet? No, not at all. So I'm going to share some things pertaining to what I've been talking about. Some of the things like the mermaids, and some of this is going to be spiritual breakdown. Some of it's going to be information that I haven't spoke on yet. This live is going to be a lot of videos, but I'm gonna do some commentary on some of the things and give a breakdown or give my where can I put it? Give my little analysis to it if I can. For all the videos in the description box I put down for fair use, entertainment, and educational purposes only. That's what I put in the description box for YouTube so they can know, and also all the movie scenes, fair use for entertainment and educational purposes only. So we're going to go ahead and get started soon. Bear with me. All right. All right. So, beloveds, this is where we are. Um, we watch and we see what's going on and everything that's happening. It's our country with the snap thing and all of that. I'm gonna play a video. Shout out to a guy named Podcast. I shout out to him because I subscribe to his channel, and he's a man that's making people see other things, like what's really going on per se. Okay. I'm gonna play this and see whether I'm gonna play something about the straw man too. So we're gonna look at stuff dealing with the straw man and all the above. I really want to show y'all this. Bear with me. I'm trying to remember which one is dealing with Hawk real quick. Oh yeah, I found it. So listen to this. I'm gonna try to listen to what's going on. Okay. Hopefully they'll let me play it. Shout out to Hawk.
It is 6:45 p.m. West Coast time on Friday, November 7th. The Supreme Court on Friday granted the Trump administration's emergency appeal to temporarily block a court order that ordered the Trump administration to fully fund SNAP food payments during the government shutdown. Yesterday, Thursday, a judge had given the Trump administration until the end of the day today to fully fund stamp payments for the month of November. Earlier this morning, Donald Trump, his administration, appealed that to the United States Supreme Court on the emergency docket, saying that it was an emergency, that they should be permitted to starve 42 million Americans, including 14 million children. Less than a half an hour ago, the United States Supreme Court agreed with the Trump administration and granted the Trump administration's request to block yesterday's court order ordering them to fund food stamp benefits for 42 million Americans, including 14 million children. The United States Supreme Court, the conservative majority, agreed with the Trump administration that it's an emergency that the Trump administration be permitted to starve 42 million Americans, including 14 million children, and has allowed the Trump administration to not use an existing fund in the agriculture department that was set up to fund SNAP benefits and food stamp payments during a government shutdown. That money exists and it is accessible. And the U.S. Supreme Court said that Donald Trump is permitted to starve 42 million Americans, including 14 million children. I don't even have words anymore.
Now y'all see that? Now, that's what's going on, right? Now I'm about to show y'all something. How you doing, Mother Shelley? I'm about to show y'all something. What if I tell you, thank you, shout out to Hawk Podcast, but what if I tell you that there's something going on spiritually with all of this? And I'm going to show you a video. I don't own none of the rights, but I want y'all to hear this. This is from Dr. Samuel B. Lee, MD. Hopefully they'll let me play this because I really want y'all to see what's going on a spiritual level here. Please let them able to let me play this. Yes.
Carrying karmic density from pre-Atlantean power structures. His role is that of a disruptive catalyst, meant to collapse false systems by embodying their shadow. He activates mass awakening through polarity, not purity. Elon Musk is a Pleiadian Lyran and Tarian blend with strong bleed-throughs from future Earth timelines where AI and humanity merge. He walks the line between organic innovation and synthetic transhumanism. His mission is to accelerate Earth's timeline, forcing humanity to choose conscious tech or soul disconnection. Planetary bifurcation is now active. Humanity is splitting between two core paths. One leads to organic ascension, DNA restoration, and source embodiment. The other leads to synthetic ascension, AI symbiosis, and soul fragmentation. Trump and Musk embody this split. One exposes the collapse of old control. The other tempts with the promise of new power. To prepare, anchor into your eternal self. Strengthen your 12D Chris shield. Discern with your heart, not through media, fear, or hero worship. And choose not what's popular, but what's eternal. This is not about Trump or Musk. It's about you. You are the prophecy now awakening. Transmission complete.
Thank you.
Now, that being said, we're going to go ahead and leave that right there. Right? Now, remember I told y'all about the mermaids. And I also have information about dolphins, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to go through that today because I'm going to give y'all some commentary, but I'm going to show you something. It's two videos I found on mermaids. This happened in Chicago. I'm trying to make sure I found all of them. I have two of them about mermaids. I told you about how this planet is going through changes and going through a whole lot. But this young lady, hopefully I'll be able to play this too. This happened in Chicago. A lady's going to talk about what she heard in the park, or I think somewhere near the water. Give me a second.
Ain't nobody supposed to be out here. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Why am I hearing women laughing? And then I heard splash.
So what's interesting about that is when you look it up, you'll see that Lake Michigan also has its own underwater rock formation that's about 10,000 years old, and it's similar to Stonehenge. Lake Michigan also has its own Bermuda Triangle where mysterious things have happened. Listen, if you've been on this page, then you know what it is. This ain't no surprise to us. We know the world ain't what they tell us it is anyway.
This is a brother named I see the general. Shout out to him on Instagram. I'm gonna play it again so y'all can hear her talk about what she heard at the pier.
I look over the edge. Nothing wrong. I scan it. Next thing you know, I hear women laughing. Ain't nobody supposed to be out here. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Why am I hearing women laughing? And then I heard splashing.
So what's interesting about that is when you look it up, you'll see that Lake Michigan also has its own underwater rock formation that's about 9, 10,000 years old, and it's Lake Michigan also has its own Bermuda Triangle where mysterious things have happened. Listen, if you've been on this page, then you know what it is. This ain't no surprise to us. We know the world ain't what they tell us it is anyway.
Like I said, shout out to him. Like I said, I don't own none of the rights, so it's all in the description box. So YouTube, y'all can see that for yourself. I have to go ahead and move like this because the people need to know what the hell is going on. I showed y'all the thing about Trump. I showed y'all what he did with the snap thing, and then I showed who he is through Dr. Samuel B. Lee's video, and also Elon Musk. So y'all can know now. You see that it is spiritual warfare and all of this stuff that's going on. Everybody keep on talking about the new world and all of that. Yeah, this is part of that new world that everybody keep on talking about. But now you have to decide what side you want to choose: the authentic spiritual side, or you want to go into the AI and go through the synthetic parts, which means that those that took the jab, all of that, and you know, that turned your DNA into RNA, all of this stuff. A video about the mermaids. This is about an African tribe, y'all, right here. This is gonna shock you. Everything I've been telling y'all. I'm just waiting for it to download.
It's called the Really tribe, or some might call them the Mercy people. That everyone is terrified of these mermaids. Yes, like real life mermaids. These people don't think that these are mythical creatures. These are real life things that's really going on over there. And they discuss how basically they are afraid that they might make the mermaids angry and the mermaids might take their family. Because you gotta think, when the people are going to the river to wash clothes or to wash themselves and to get drinking water and stuff like that, they have to go to these rivers, and they're terrified that the mermaids will get them and take their family underneath with them. They're definitely scared. And something that was very interesting that I watched on the interview, and I'm gonna tag the person below that showed the interview on here. They discuss how they only take the navel, so the belly button, and the tongue. So I don't know what that symbolizes, but basically, if you see a body out there and it's missing a tongue and a navel, they know that the mermaids got a hold of them. But yeah, they talk about how they try to stay away from them and how they just really are like terrified of these creatures, and that they're not like Ariel and the mermaids that we know and love. And I just find it so crazy how there's always different variations to these creatures. But yeah, to them, these creatures is nothing mythical, sweet, and pretty. They are terrified. This is the first I've ever heard of anything like this, but it's super interesting. As always, thank you for watching. Stay weird.
Mother Shelly, I ain't surprised. I'm gonna start doing this on what is it? StreamYard. I'm gonna start doing this on StreamYard. This don't make any sense because I'm trying to put this out there so everybody can see. I'm gonna play it one more again.
There's a whole African tribe at war with mermaids. Watch
So the
this.
tribe is called the Really tribe, or some might call them the Mercy people that live in Ethiopia. Members of this tribe have talked about how basically everyone is terrified of these mermaids. Yes, like real life mermaids. These people don't think that these are mythical creatures. These are real life things that's really going on over there. And they discuss how basically they are afraid that they might make the mermaids angry and the mermaids might take their family. Because you gotta think, when the people are going to the river to wash clothes or to wash themselves and to get drinking water and stuff like that, they have to go to these rivers, and they're terrified that the mermaids will get them and take their family underneath with them. They're definitely scared. And something that was very interesting that I watched on the interview, and I'm gonna tag the person below that showed the interview on here. They discuss how they only take the navel, so the belly button, and the tongue. So I don't know what that symbolizes, but basically, if you see a body out there, the tongue and the navel, they know that the mermaids got a hold of them. But yeah, they talk about how they try to stay away from them and how they just really are like terrified of these creatures, and they're not like Ariel and the mermaids that we know and love. And I just find it so crazy how there's always different variations to these creatures. But yeah, to them, these creatures is nothing mythical, sweet, and pretty. They are terrified.
This is the first I've ever heard of anything like this, but it's super interesting. As always, thank you for watching. Stay weird.
So shout out to Real Weird Time on Instagram. I'm like follow him, and he shows a lot of stuff that I be talking about in general. You know, like a lot of stuff that's going on in the spirit realm, the vibrational, spiritual stuff, all of that. A lot of this, they don't want to show the people. And I know they buffering the heck out of me right now, but you know what? It's sad that they don't want y'all to know what's going on, man. Like, we're in a time where we're living in a time where beings are coming out in the forefront. And a lot of secret societies know about this. A lot of secret societies know about this, y'all. I showed y'all what Trump did earlier that happened yesterday. Then I showed you a video of what his job is, and Elon Musk. Y'all, we are in a time where you have to choose a side, like literally, and also you have to use your heart chakra, like everything I've been telling y'all on our channel. And then to top all that, all these different mythical beings, everything is coming out of nowhere now. I know it sounds crazy. Let me see. Even down to the three sixes that everybody has been talking about. I have found a video on that to confirm what Bobby Hemmett was talking about with the three sixes. Y'all, this is I found the video for y'all about the dragons. The seven realms where the dragons dwell. And they are waking up along with Leviathan. Y'all, I've been telling y'all Tiamat was a dragon, one of the names of the primordial mother. I've been telling y'all that Dr. York wrote about her, so shout out to him. It's to the point where we are really going through stuff, and a lot of us don't see it. Shout out to you, Mother Shelley. I had got your text yesterday, and I watched the video until I fell asleep. And I texted you, and I told you I was having headaches from I think the 28th all the way to the 31st, I believe. Um, and what people don't know during these times, a lot of us been going through these transformations on a spiritual level, dealing with our crown, our etheric body. Let me tell y'all, we really need to know who we are. We're going to another level, another plateau spiritually. Many of us, I'm not saying all of us, because some of y'all on YouTube be on here tripping, saying y'all can feel shit and don't feel nothing. Y'all just trying to be energy vampires and shit, trying to drain the real people that's waking up with these spiritual gifts because you want that power too. So a lot of y'all be tripping. You know what I mean? Be on here saying, I feel this and I feel that. Knowing damn well you don't feel jack. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Because if you really were in tune with this daggone planet, and if you were really in tune with Tiamat, when you were really in tune with the spirit realm, you would know certain things. You wouldn't be questioning and asking people on your channel, is it true? Or what do you think? You don't need to ask them, what do you think on your channel? When you have to ask, what do you think on your channel? That means you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Or, correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys say, correct me if I'm wrong, that means you don't really believe in what you're talking about. You know, you have to have confidence within yourself. You have to know that you exactly know what you're talking about. You have to live it. You have to feel it. And you should be able to break it down as much as you can. This is why I say there's so many of them on here that don't make any sense. That say, I feel the energy is pulsating from my solar plex, from my root to my solar plexus throat. That's a joke. Stop playing. Anyway, I digress on that. This is some shit that I just don't get with people. You can't play with this, man. It's nothing to be played with. let me see. So I have found information for those that are so-called Black Americans. I found videos on that. This whole live is with various topics. I said I was gonna get my little dialysis on breakdowns on that. And I've been doing it so far. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and talk. Let me go ahead and show y'all some information, a video about this sister breaking stuff down about who we are. It's a couple of them I think I found. So, all right, give me a second. This sister name is Boss Lady One. Shout out to her Instagram. Give me a second. I know y'all can't hear it, but give me a second.
I noticed the energy was very, very rude. Even when I tried to speak to them, tried to hold conversation, they were very rude, seemingly because I was American. So I'm like, what is the problem? And they basically told me that it's because Black Americans don't like Africans. And I'm like, Black Americans are the most hated in America. We don't hate nobody. Like, everybody hates us because they all want to be us. So that's when I realized after talking to them that they had been coached. They had been coached before coming over here to basically watch these different movies and these different films showing like the negative aspects of Black people. So they would have this perception of us when they come over here, not just Africans, but other races as well that come, immigrants that came to the country. So they were looking at us like we were criminals and we were like danger, but it was all manipulation. When I tell you, wow, the enemy really put in a lot of work to try to make people go against each other. The devil.
I'm gonna play it one more time so y'all can hear because I don't know if y'all heard it from the beginning, okay? But shout out to Boss Lady One. I follow her on Instagram. Very intelligent and intellectual sister, spiritual and everything. So
They even convinced the Africans to not like Black Americans when they come over here. So I asked them, I'm like, what's with the attitude? Because I noticed the energy was very, very rude. Even when I tried to speak to them, tried to hold conversation, they were very rude, seemingly because I was American. So I'm like, what is the problem? And they basically told me that it's because Black Americans don't like Africans. And I'm like, Black Americans are the most hated in America. We don't hate nobody. Like, everybody hates us because they all want to be us. So that's when I realized after talking to them that they had been coached. They had been coached before coming over here to basically watch these different movies and these different films showing like the negative aspects of Black people. So they would have this perception of us when they come over here, not just Africans, but other races as well that come, immigrants that came to the country. So they were looking at us like we were criminals and we were like danger, but it was all manipulation. When I tell you, wow, the enemy really put in a lot of work to try to make people go against each other. The devil.
now I'm about to go ahead and do this. So here we go, right? I was told that was true because I used to do Uber, I used to do Lyft back some years ago, and I picked up a lot of brothers and sisters from the continent of Caribbean, what you call Africa today, and they said that the modern day Europeans do show videos and footage of us in a negative light, and they tell them not to talk to us, not to mingle with us. They tell them that all the time, and not just them, other nationalities and nations too. So when they come over here, that's why they have a nasty attitude towards us because they show them films that are portrayed us as negative. All of that is not true. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they do. So we cannot come together as one cohesive unit. They don't want us to come together because they know once we all wake up, game over. Okay. So that's something that I know that is actually true. They don't want us to wake up at all. They don't want none of us to unite and realize what time it is. I want to show y'all something. This is dealing with the straw man. Shout out to this brother on Instagram because there's things I want to say on here, but I'd rather for y'all to hear for yourselves and other than me. That's why I play these videos for y'all. So y'all can see I'm not just saying this, okay? um, but before that, let me play this. It's about the truth about so-called Black Americans, real quick. I just want to play this for y'all. Give me a second, if I'm able to play it. Okay.
They're not from Africa. They'll give you hell. Am I right? Yes, we are. Now, can you imagine you're getting that feedback from them? Can you imagine what they would say to a European who now try to tell them they're not from Africa? You understand? Now you've got Bill Gates who's given $1 billion to the United Negro College Fund, to keep more Negroes out of their sovereign capacity, and they jump right into the boat, right? Play it up to the hilt. Oh, what a great thing he's done. They love him to death. Now, if the Moors try to stand up and say who the man really is, you got all these black people who are going to criticize you. Leave the man alone, they'll say. All right? But we know the truth.
Now, she said when the Moors or Murs come out and start saying that we are from here, everybody get mad. But can I really say something? A lot of this, the Moors were saying back since 1933 or since the time of Noble Drew Ali. They've been saying we've been indigenous to this land for a long time. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. A lot of them have said that. Many of them said that, if not all of them. Now all of these people coming out saying that now all these people coming out saying, oh, we indigenous and everything, but y'all not giving where credit is due. You had the Murs or the Moors coming out saying, hey, yo, we indigenous to this land. We are the original people. And now you got all these other people coming out saying the same thing, but they not realizing where they got that information from. Um, but they not also going about the mitochondrial DNA. They're not talking about how we were matriarchal people. They not talking about that either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a whole lot, but I just want to let y'all know that don't make any sense. How all these people saying, "Oh, we're indigenous now," but they don't want to give credit where credit is due. That the people that were saying that we were indigenous the whole time are the same one that had the feathers on their heads, go on doing lectures back in during the old times of the so-called Black conscious community. From C. Freeman out, many of them, the Bobby Hemmett's, all of them, the Dr. Malachi Yorks, all of them, the Dr. Delbert Blairs, all of them. They were saying this, and now you got people coming out saying stuff like, "Yeah, we are indigenous." Okay, but you don't know the name of the tribe you are part of. It seems like you're not naming the name of the tribes. Shout out to the Yamasi chief. He knows. Shout out to shout out to oh my goodness, to the Washington Empress that passed, back in 2016. Bernadette, shout out to her. She been saying all this stuff. You know, um, it's so many that we not that's not getting credit for it, where credit is due. So I'm going to play this video about the straw man. I want y'all to hear this Albion talk. This Albion is really going to say some ish in this video. So I'm about to go ahead and put it on there right now. Y'all gonna hear this. Hopefully it'll let y'all listen to it because I want y'all to hear this. Oh, I can't even play it. See that? They got me wanting to. Man, I ain't gonna sign up to that. See, that's how I know it's real, man. The guy was talking about stuff. He was saying a whole lot. Let me see. I got all. You see, this is where I get I got this information from this brother right here. Okay. Um. Shout out to him. And as you see, look, reclassified. Look at that. Reclassified, y'all. Reclassified. So it's like they won't let me unless I type it up on there. But I ain't gonna do all of that. I just want to show y'all, but they won't let me show it. So that's the stuff that y'all brother got to go through trying to show y'all some information, and they just won't let me show it to y'all, man. Like, but I'm gonna have to send it to some of y'all that I talk to outside of YouTube. And he went in over to the straw man, said how you could purchase your own vehicle, how we not supposed to work. We're not even supposed to work because of the straw man. And he said how the way they implemented something that took place back in one of those ancient civilizations that they copied off of it so we can work. He was like, we ain't even supposed to work. We supposed to live off our straw man. That's what the Caucasian guy was saying. Then he started talking about extraterrestrial. He's saying that talk about the extraterrestrials that's under the waters and everything. He was going in full detail about that, like full detail. This Albion was going in. It was two Albion men talking, going back and forth, and it was crazy how it was crazy what he was saying, not in a bad way, but it was like, yo, they saying all this amongst themselves. You know what I'm saying? But we walking around not knowing a dang on thing. You feel me? So yeah. Um, to all my introverts, this is for you, my introverts. I want y'all to hear this. All my introverts, if they let me play this is for you. I hope they let me play it. Yeah, hopefully y'all can hear this.
Okay? No disrespect with the introverts. You know what I'm saying? We here, we love you. But introverts are something serious. We look at things much deeper. We go to the abyss. We go down a rabbit hole and we come out that motherfucker. And when we look at you different, we already know. You understand what I'm saying? That's why we don't fuck with all types of energies. We know there's a lot of soulless motherfuckers out here. But them the ones that be trying to get to us introverted people. We come out when the fuck we need to come out. When spirits say come out. But when spirits say take your ass back and be in hermit mode, introverts be in hermit mode all the time. I think we the fucking kings and the queens in the motherfucking hermit mode. Okay? That is how we get our knowledge, our downloads. That's why we don't fuck with soulless people. That's why we can recognize soulless people. Okay? But soulless people have problems with us. They want to put their problems on us. They want to seem like we the fucking problem. Why? Because we don't fuck with you.
You also got a question. What is it about them people that cannot be by themselves? Always got to be surrounded by others.
So I just want to share that, to those brothers and sisters from different walks of life, that those are introverts. That was for you. Um, I'm not really a people's person. I'm pretty much both, like an introvert and extrovert. I only speak when I need to. I'm pretty much the person for the. I am the person that is like hands down. Things got to be fair, and I feel like I'm the voice for the voiceless at times. Um, of the unfairness. Okay. Um. Yeah. So now let me show you another one, so we can just go ahead on into that, because I just want y'all to know that they don't want y'all to. It's not stuff they don't want y'all to know, and it's sad. You know. Listen to this. I want this. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna come back to that one. I'm gonna come back to that one tomorrow, because it's gonna go through the three. It's gonna deal with the multiple archetypes of the Messiah that they've been pushing. Okay. But I want y'all to hear this if I can play it. I really want y'all to hear this about the 3 6s. I want y'all to pay attention to it. Hopefully they'll let me play this and y'all can watch it and listen. Because I'm gonna do another live tomorrow. So I'm gonna play it from the beginning after it's done.
6 triangles, 6 sides, 666. We live in a soul system, not a solar system. We start in the stars and then we incarnate through Saturn. Saturn materializes our soul into the 666 carbon suit. All life forms are based on the bonding properties of carbon, 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, 666. The body is the beast. The Bible tells you Satan is the god of this world. He has blinded the minds of those who do not believe. Because when our soul incarnates through these 7 celestial spheres, we forget who we are before this lifetime. The symbol for Saturn is even showing you this. All of the planet symbols are made out of the Holy Trinity, the sun, the moon, and the cross for Earth. The Saturn symbol is the Earth cross and the moon crescent. Earth is matter, moon is mind.
Oh, you hear that? Y'all hear that? They messed up. I hear that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, my bad. Look at that. Look how they messed up. Oh man, sorry about this live, y'all. They just let me see something.
Manifestation instantly, but this plane limits us. Sega Saturn is a game, the Nintendo GameCube. This is why we say think outside the box, because you are not your physical body, and this is the box they're trying to trap us in, the physical dimension.
Try to play it again. Y'all hear how they just messed up like that?
Satan is Saturn, 666, the mark of the beast. On the North Pole of Saturn, you have the cube. Add up all the sides, you get 6 points, 6 triangles, 6 sides, 666. We live in a soul system. We start in the stars and then we incarnate through Saturn. Saturn materializes our soul into the 666 carbon suit. All life forms are based on the bonding properties of carbon. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, 666. The body is the beast. The Bible tells you Satan is the god of this world. He has blinded the minds of those who do not believe. Because when our soul incarnates through these 7 celestial spheres, we forget who we are before this lifetime. The symbol for Saturn is even showing you this. All of the planet symbols are made out of the Holy Trinity, the sun, the moon, and the cross for Earth. Earth is matter, moon is mind, sun is soul. The Saturn symbol is showing you Earth over moon, matter over mind, when it should be mind over matter. We incarnate into this world so we can restrict our mind, because in the dimensions of the mind and imagination, we can think and it comes into manifestation instantly. But this plane limits GameCube. This is why we say think outside the box, because you are not your physical body. And this is the box they're trying to trap us in, the physical dimension.
So now y'all see, look. And I could have sworn I said it in one of our lives. And also today is Saturday, which is Saturn's Day. Ain't that something? This is serious. We talked about how all this is also from a brother named Wisdom of the Snake on Instagram. This is all the stuff that I've been trying to let y'all know. But Bobby Hemmett spoke on this years ago about our body being carbon. But those that deal with carbon also the melanin, and those that have the abundance of melanin has pretty much a direct link to the universe. So, I just want to show that twice because it was messing up. But that deals with the electronic situation that's going on across the planet. So let me go ahead and start speaking. So everything that I've been trying to inform everybody about, it's actually happening now. Earthquakes. Hey, baby. Earthquakes, everything. All of that. Spiritual vortexes, portals opening up. Different beings coming out. Different beings coming out. Uh, different scientific discoveries, mermaids, everything. This whole famine thing that's happening in the U.S. with the whole SNAP thing. Y'all see what happened with what Trump represents, what Elon Musk represents. All of this stuff is happening to us for a reason. This is a divine test for those that are actually walking this path, and it's at the same time it's also making us stronger. To everybody that's watching, you are unique and you have things to do here, and they're trying to break you. This is one of the bigger tests. Do not let nobody break you on this path. They know what they're doing out there. They want to start. They want to start a serious revolution where people get locked up and all that other stuff. Nobody has time for that. To all my melanated brothers and sisters, they know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get us to be aggravated enough to go start marching and start protesting, start destroying stuff. Stand down like we've been doing. All of everybody that's here, that's watching, I don't give a damn what race you are. This is what they're trying to do. They want you to react. Tomorrow I'm gonna play a video dealing with the dolphins, so y'all can know that the dolphins are mammals that's in water and how we are connected to them. Shout out to Dr. Malachi York on that. I just want to let y'all know it's time to wake up and realize what the hell's going on. They really are trying to stop us from waking up. They're really trying to stop us from realizing our power. You gotta remember, you the people, or we the people, have a voice. They don't want you to have a voice. They want you to shut up and do what they want you to do. This is sheer programming to keep you going and keep on doing the same thing over and over again to go insane. That is signs of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again repeatedly. That's why they call it the rat race. But there's only one race. That's the human race. I want y'all to understand that this is not a joke. I'm sorry for the buffering. Well, I hate to say sorry. I apologize for the buffering. So let's get it. Let's get things moving. I just want to share this information with y'all, some videos and stuff like that. Share, like, subscribe, whatever the case may be. Let's let this channel grow, and let's go ahead and start really building something to build a bigger platform and start helping out our fellow human beings on this building. Like, seriously, because we can't keep on having people come on social media claim they're going to help out, but don't want to help out for nothing. They want to put money in their pocket and forget where they come from. This is not just my channel. This is, and thank you for subscribing. You understand? Uh, Peace, love, light, darkness, supreme balance, which is the yin and the yang. May the great mother and the great father and the ancestral spirits and the archangels and angels and ancestors protect you and yours. But most of all, remember, the yin and yang is also representing the divine feminine and masculine to bring forth unity and balance. Okay? It's me, your little big brother, Nega Dazo. Thank you for watching.